The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of... The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score Seahawks.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at the 31-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down, Cardinals.
Now on first down, Drake again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Arizona.
Shotgun now for Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running for the shotgun with Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Murray again. This is Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. And remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. Now Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
1st and goal, Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of...
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
They'll try again with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 39 yards there. A big one. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Murray now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. You also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 36 power.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Cardinals 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Daniels on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Third down, Drake. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Right back to Drake. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Down the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Blair on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The throwaway.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Check 59, Mike.
Throwing again. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball.
Wilson will throw again. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Now Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Cardinals 21. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Daniels on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
48-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Drake. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On third down, Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They stay on the ground with Drake.
The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right? If you know, on him, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
2-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Four down.
Now Wilson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis.